Imagine yourself standing at the edge of the exposed lake bed, the sun beating down on you, as you gaze upon the eerie remains of a submerged town, long forgotten by time. The stillness is broken only by the whisper of the wind and the faint sound of something stirring in the depths. Will you dare to uncover the truth of what lies beneath the dried-up lake? Deep within the desert of Nevada lies Lake Mead, a man-made reservoir once teeming with life. But as the water levels drastically recede, revealing long-submerged secrets, a sinister presence emerges from the depths. What was once a peaceful oasis now holds a dark and mysterious allure, drawing curious onlookers to uncover the eerie truth of what lies beneath the dried-up lake bed. Who or what has awoken from its slumber as the lake recedes? As the scorching sun beats down on the desert of Nevada, a strange sight comes into view. The once vast expanse of Lake Mead has receded to reveal a desolate and eerie landscape. But before we explore the mysterious remains of Lake Mead, why has this huge body of water dried up?
The federal government today, for the first time ever, declared a Tier 2 water emergency here at Lake Mead.
A prolonged drought and over-allocation of water resources have been identified as the main culprits behind the shrinking of Lake Mead, but some believe that there may be more to the story. As the lake recedes, the environment takes a hit. The loss of habitat for fish and other aquatic species, erosion, land instability, and the potential impact on hydroelectric power generation are all consequences of the dwindling water levels. The greatest drought in the west and southwest has affected Lake Mead. Levels have dropped so low that Las Vegas has started pumping water from deeper into Lake Mead, which supplies millions of people with water and electricity. The regional water authority was forced to switch to a deep lake intake to continue supplying casinos, suburbs, 2.4 million inhabitants and 40 million visitors a year as a result of the lake level lowering on April the 25th. Moreover, as climate change increases, the lake's waters have fallen to their lowest point in almost 100 years, endangering resources. The millions of people who depend on the lake for drinking water and irrigation are also affected. But it is not just the practical implications that have people talking. The mysterious atmosphere that surrounds the exposed lake bed is drawing curious onlookers who are eager to uncover the truth of what lies beneath. Will they be able to uncover the secrets that have been hidden for so long? One thing is for sure. The receding water levels of Lake Mead have opened a door to the unknown, leading many to question the past and the future. Boat ramps, marinas, and other structures that were built for recreational activities on the lake are now visible, but abandoned. As the water recedes, it also exposes old towns, settlements, and even graveyards. Who were the people who once lived there? What was their fate? Were they forced to leave their homes, or did they choose to abandon them? And what happened to the bodies that were buried there?
More human skeletal remains discovered at Lake Mead outside Las Vegas, Nevada. The National Park Service confirmed the remains after a diver discovered a bone at the bottom of the lake last week.
For years, rumors have circulated about inexplicable deaths at the lake, with bodies turning up under mysterious circumstances. Some have suggested a connection to the shadowy world of organized crime, with whispers of mob-related violence and retribution. Keeping these whispers in mind, it is no help that a fourth set of remains have been discovered at the diminishing Lake Mead, as levels decrease in the middle of a 2-decade mega-drought. The dead keep turning up, and the questions keep becoming deeper. And the authorities have been tight-lipped about the true nature of these deaths, and many questions remain unanswered. But one thing is clear. There is something sinister lurking beneath the calm waters of Lake Mead, and it may only be a matter of time before the truth is finally revealed. As the time has passed, the investigators are still baffled by the first set of remains that were found. A victim in a barrel that had all the telltale hallmarks of a mafia hit and was discovered by boaters in May 2022.
That was found inside of a barrel at Lake Mead there on the shore. Metro now saying that person was shot.
To everyone's surprise, the decomposing body of a man was discovered in a rusting barrel that was lodged in the muck of a freshly exposed coastline by boaters. Although the victim has not been recognized, Las Vegas police said he had been shot, most likely between the middle of the 1970s and the beginning of the 1980s based on the shoes that were discovered with him. The death is being looked at as a possible murder. A KLAS TV news team discovered a second barrel, not too distant from the first one a few days later. It was deserted. When paddleboarding on a lake near a defunct marina resort, two sisters from suburban Henderson found bones on a freshly exposed sandbar. They initially believed it to be the bones of a bighorn sheep native to the area, according to Lindsay Melvin, who snapped images of their discovery. Looking further closely at the remains showed a human jaw with teeth.
We discovered more and more bones, especially the jawbone. We realized this is definitely human.
To support these claims, the National Park Service verified in a statement that the bones were human after they were contacted by park officials. For months, everybody has been talking about the corpse in the barrel, as fans and business leaders try to identify the potential victim. But now, a lady has come forward and said that she thinks the body is that of her brother. His sister informed KVVU that Bobby Eugene Shaw, who has been missing since 1977, was connected to the mafia. However, it was the first time they had heard of Mr. Shaw at the Mob Museum in Las Vegas. So, who is it? Speculations start. The prominent possibility, according to Jeffrey Schumacher, Vice President of Exhibitions and Programs at the museum, is that the body may be Johnny Pappas. At the time of his disappearance, Mr. Pappas, who ran a hotel on Lake Mead, was seeking to sell a yacht that was parked there. His automobile was discovered 4 days after he was last seen, and it appears that he had connections to the mob. He vanished in 1976. According to Schumacher, Mr. Pappas is definitely the one who they believe is the closest probable match for this, based on their investigation. Having said that, nobody seems to know for sure. William Crespo, a heroin courier who reportedly turned government witness before going missing in 1983, and Jay Vandermark, a slot machine manager who could have known too much about money-skimming schemes, have also been suggested as potential victims. Although the corpse in the barrel was discovered in May near Hemingway Harbor, other remains continued turning up. Skeletal remains were uncovered in Calville Bay later that month, while Swim Beach in July yielded still more remains. According to a National Park Service news release, officials were once more dispatched to Swim Beach on August the 6th, after the discovery of more bodies. As of yet, none of the bodies have been identified. Jeff Schumacher anticipated that more remains would be found, in reference to boaters and swimmers who have never been located. Schumacher explained that a barrel bears the hallmark of a mafia hit, placing a corpse inside of a barrel. He brought up the passing of John Handsome Johnny Roselli, a mid-1950s Las Vegas gangster who vanished in 1976, just a few days before his body was discovered floating off the coast of Miami. The authorities have been tight-lipped about the true nature of these deaths, and many questions remain unanswered. Undoubtedly, Lake Mead is a true wonder of modern engineering. It's a sight to behold. The shoreline has receded so much that it's like seeing a ghost town emerging from the depths of the lake. But one thing is clear. There is something sinister lurking beneath the calm waters of Lake Mead, and it may only be a matter of time before the truth is finally revealed.